animatronic statue? Good day, my friends, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. My name is Chris, and I'm the Batman statue collector. And today we're going to be talking about this absolutely crazy new bust from our friends over at Queen Studios. This is the T-800 Terminator 2. This is the version 3 of busts that they've done. But this one, this one is an animatronic. It's mechanical. It moves. Is that the coolest thing you've ever seen? Or is it the most absurd thing you've ever heard? And you might think, okay, yeah, it's super absurd, Chris. It's so dumb. But at the same time, is it? Is it dumb? I don't think so. And I'm going to tell you why. Because in a world where companies are really targeting certain collectors, they're targeting the collectors that are still in the hobby, this one makes sense to me because they're trying to offer something different, something new. Now, I always think, it's just something that could break. It's something that'll work for a little while and then it won't. And so then you're stuck with a nearly, $8,000 statue for this thing, right? So some collectors are excited about it, some are not, as you can imagine. But I am curious as to what you guys think about an animatronic Terminator bust from Queen Studios. So anyway, I want to talk about that today, so let's get right to it. All right, so first off, this video is courtesy of Queen Studios, and again, they are nailing these busts. I think that they're doing a really great job. Obviously, some people don't love the one-armed look or the two-armed look, so it really just kind of depends on what your personal taste is. But I think that this particular piece is incredibly well done. But is it going to be for everyone? No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be for a very limited number of collectors. Now, the edition size on this is 299, so almost 300. So that means that nearly 300 people have the option to get this. Will they sell out? Probably. I think a lot of the online retailers will scoop this guy up, but it might be sitting there for a little while just because of the price point. You spend 10 grand on something like this for a full body. This is the half body, but it's the moving piece here. Now, this video I have slowed down so we can get a little bit more of the detail because the video by Queen is pretty fast. And so I've slowed it down. So whenever you see the movement here at the end of the video clip, I will show you the actual movement and how fast it is. I love the details on this. I love the thumbs up proximity piece. I think that is incredibly fun and so well done. I wish that they would just sell that on its own because I think a lot of collectors would be really interested in just adding that to their Terminator stuff. But here, like I said, I've slowed this video down, but you can see the head moving. It kind of clocks and then stops and then kind of clocks and then stops. But it completely goes back and forth. And I just think it's interesting, right? $7,899 for this. It does come with the glasses. I don't think you would necessarily want the glasses. I don't remember them actually having glasses like this at the end of the movie. Obviously, it looks great, but I think the portrait is so phenomenal that I don't think you need this at all. You definitely want it kind of unmasked so you can see Arnold's full face. But obviously, I just think it's awesome. Again, $7,899 awesome though. That's where I'm not exactly quite sure. But there you can see in that clip that it just looks fantastic. And then now we're to the video where you can actually see it moving in real life. Like it's not slowed down. It is clocking, kind of moving back and forth. So that's what it would look like whenever you buy it. That's what it would look like in your collection with him just kind of scanning the room, which is kind of cool, but kind of creepy at the same time, right? So I just can't wait to hear your thoughts on this. But there is no question that this thing looks phenomenal. I think it's going to be a big hit among Terminator fans, especially. There have been a lot of busts at this point. So is this the best one ever done? I think there's definitely an argument for that. I think it looks fantastic. Again, the likeness is phenomenal. Some people, they hate the silicone. This one does have polystone parts and silicone parts. It's got metallic parts that have been inlaid. And so there's a lot going on with this piece. But at the end of the day, I think it's still awesome. I feel like this is something that you would see in like a high-end museum type of thing, pop culture museum or something like that. But I definitely think that there is a market for this guy. I just don't know with that price point if people are willing to pay it, But again, it's just awesome. It just looks awesome to me. So I definitely want to, hear how you guys feel about this one. Is it something that you would even consider at this price? Or do you find the mechanical side of it to be not the smartest thing in the world to have? We talk about light up features all the time. I don't use the light up feature. I think it's dumb. I would rather the cost be a little lower instead of there being a light up feature. This is kind of taking that to the next level, literally, by having the head rotate. Do you think it's necessary? Do you think it's one of those things where it's just a novelty, or do you think that that's kind of the future? Because it is kind of this exclusive thing that might wow collectors. Again, the details are phenomenal. There is no questioning that. But is it worth the price point to you? And that's really what I want to hear from all you collectors out there. Not only what do you think of the likeness, but what do you think of adding the electronic component? I would love to hear your thoughts. And I think we're going to talk more about that too in Rogues Gallery, because I definitely want to hear your thoughts as we have Rogues Gallery this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Looking forward to hanging out with all of you out there to talk about this and a lot of other collectibles. So there you guys have it. Again, I don't know. $8,000 for a bus that moves its head back and forth. I don't know. Is this something you can go and get at Lowe's when there's Halloween and Christmas and it's got the moving animatronic parts? No, this is something way cooler, right? It is way cooler. It is spot on to Arnold. I think it looks phenomenal. I think the details look great. I really like the thumbs up. I think that's really fun. But I don't think it's necessarily needed for most collectors. Now, again, there might be a few of you out there that'll be like, I really want something different. I really want something unique. I want something that's going to wow my family when they come to Thanksgiving lunch or whatever, And so I get that. But I think the majority of collectors would probably pass on something like this. Not only because the price point is super high, but also I think that maybe they just want that standalone piece. They don't really need the movement. So I definitely, like I said, I definitely want to hear your thoughts. Yay or nay on the animatronic bust. Again, I am somebody that loves animatronics in terms of like Disney and stuff that they do. I think it's cool, but I don't really know if it's needed cool, right? So anyway, I definitely want to turn it over to you guys. What do you guys think about this one? Is it something that you're going to be getting? Again, let me know. I will have links down below if it's available to anybody. The one I have pulled up here is from Spec Fiction, so I'll put their link down below. And again, it's just fun to talk about this stuff, right? Even if it's something that we might not buy, it's still cool to see the art. We definitely appreciate how good this is, right? No matter if we get it or not, it's still amazing. Queen Studios also, they've got the Heath Ledger bust that's coming out. I'm still on the fence about. I've gotten away from the bust, but it's still one that I'm considering. So let me know if you think I should get that one or not. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're all doing great. Again, continue to be good to yourself and each other, and continue to collect what you love. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.